2003. The month of December was the least amount of single-family homes ever available for sale at 5,500. Like, just if we go back to even, when the market was really frothy in 2003, we were still over 9,000, 10,000 every single month. 2004, same thing. So 5,500 in December 21, this past December. We had 1.6 months of inventory in December for single-family homes in Connecticut, which was the lowest ever in this 20-year span. I mean, you can't get much lower than that. It means it would only take 1.6 months for all of the current single-family inventory to sell through if no other homes came on the market. So did January go any lower, Pat? What do you think?
Ooh. I don't want to influence. You want to have the callers come in first? Because I don't want to influence.
Let's have the callers. We'll go with months of supply. So 1.6 months of supply or months of inventory was December. 1.6 months, December. Was January higher or lower? December of 2021 was the lowest possible. A normal market is 6 months of inventory. We haven't, by the way, seen a normal market since like 2016, 17, 18, 19. We were bouncing between 5 and 7 months of inventory on any given time period. And then 2020, we were already trending lower. We dropped down to 4 months of inventory. And then once, after the summer of COVID, when everything kind of shook out in 2020, that's when it just started plummeting, the supply. And so December was the month for that particular month, but we had the lowest of all time. And where do we sit today? Do we go even lower in January of 22 for months of supply? It was 1.6.
Months of supply just means if no new homes get on the market, nothing else is listed. In 1.6 months, Connecticut is completely out of homes for sale, right?
Single families, because we're just looking at single families.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And then obviously condos is going to have a slightly different number than single family homes. You can kind of crunch this into all property types if you wanted to. You could go mobile manufactured. You could do anything you want.
Oof, that one's nosedive too, huh?
Yeah, condos is on a similar trend than single family homes. So we're just talking single family homes. 860-464-9490. Was January higher or lower than the record low months of supply? Record low being December, last month of 2021.
Just seeing the charts again just always blows my mind. It's just so crazy how repetitive all of this stuff always tends to be, and how completely out of the norm the last 24 months have totally been.
Yeah, and prices continue to go up. Like January for 2022, we were up 5% in comparison to last January. So last January, we had a median sale price of $320,000 for single family homes. And that's just for the month, Pat. That's just for that particular month. This past particular month, we were at $336,000. So if you closed on a house in January of 2022, the median sale price was $336,000. If you close on a house in July, that particular month, the median sale price was $370,000. So you can see the seasonality, which is common every single year, that you will find lower sale prices, median and on average, in these winter months. But if you go to the rolling 12, it's just a straight line up. January in 2020, January 2022, this past month, the rolling 12 median sale price was $349,000, which was up from last month of $346,000 and up 12.5% from last January. We were at $310,000. So prices continue to go up. Prices have not gone down yet. The average sale price on the rolling 12 in Connecticut, Pat, single families, get ready for it. The average, different from the median, over $500,000.
Look at that line. Look at how severe and unrelenting that line is through all of this.
Yeah, just a straight hockey stick up. We've seen it kind of start to top off here in the last few months on the rolling 12 for average sale prices.
And this is so much higher than it was ever. Coming back down.
Ever. Pat, this is the highest prices have ever been in the state of Connecticut, whether you're looking at median sale prices or you're looking at average sale prices. Your home in Connecticut has never been worth more than it is right now. It's a real tough spot because there are people that want to sell their home either because they want a bigger home, they're relocating, or they want to downsize, a lifestyle decision, downsize or upsizing type of thing. There's a lot of people that want to do that, have the desire to sell their home, get the most money now, and go into another house. But they're like, I'm afraid to put my house in the market because I don't know, how I'm going to get that other house. It's so competitive out there on the other side. You can actually use our team, the one team, to solve that problem. We have the funding right now in place where we will actually buy the home that you want to purchase. You can move in. There'll be a lien on that home and a lien on your current home. You got to have equity to do this, obviously. And then we'll sell your house after you move into the new house. So you've got to qualify. But if you do want to reach out to me on that, like if you're just like, I can't match up the timing right because of how competitive it is there. So you could basically be putting offers in. And if you get it locked in, we'll go buy the house cash, close in 2 weeks. You can move your stuff into the other one, then sell your current house. You can reach out to me.
Instead of just being frozen right by the problem and just sitting there going, well, I guess I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. That's not the case at all. At least talk to somebody, reach out to you and your team and at least have that conversation. I think that's one of the interesting things that's come about, certainly in my industry, and I think it's yours as well, and I think it's across all industries, right? The last 2 years have created a lot of very interesting solutions for a lot of some new problems, but just a lot of different issues, I think that, again, that we didn't necessarily have before, right? I mean, you're talking about all-time high values in the market. That's never been a thing. That's why it's called all-time highs. So what do we do now? And between competitiveness, historic lows in mortgage rates, lack of inventory, I mean, all of these pieces together, it's like a George Clooney movie here. You're in the perfect storm where you can't just do what you've always done, right? We talked about Facebook innovating, blah, blah, whatever. I mean, the real estate industry, I would say you could attest to this even more than I can. Just watching what has been happening in the last 2 years, you've had to be creative. You've had to be clever. Yeah. You've had to be persistent. I mean, what some of the crew that your team has been doing and dealing with, and buyers, right? Buyers going to look at 8, 10, 12 properties and not getting any of them.
And you're seeing that a lot right now in January, despite, there's really little homes for sale. But I was going to say, despite the fact that pendings are down from January to January last year, about 10%. But still, there's so many less homes available in the market compared to last January that you're seeing a lot of buyers get in situations where there's 10, 20, 30, 40 offers. But I was talking about it last week on the show. We had a situation, Pat, where there was 40 offers on a property. Vinny from the team, Vinny Valentino, just posted something online today where he's just going through the showings that he has on this one property that just went live, and it was literally like 30 showings today, showing requests. So it's crazy competitive, but there are options for you to solve the problem. There's a lot of people that, have put their money into being willing to help solve these problems, their capital, because they don't maybe want their capital sitting in Meta stock right now, or some of these other things that are a little more volatile, and it's a smaller return for them to do something like this, but maybe a little more predictable for somebody who's being really conservative with their capital. So we have that opportunity available for anybody who does want to check that out. Just email me, Byron at oneandcompany.com. All right, we come back.